Whoa, 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 whoa. I did not know it was on the table.
We have more as this newscast
I really didn't know. I did not know.
9 o'clock on CW Rochester. At 7:50, the classic fairy tale Rapunzel is hitting the local stage. We're talking to the cast at Rochester Children's Theater. At 8:10, he's the writer behind several horror movies, including Saw 4 and I Spit on Your Grave Part 2. He's also an Irondequoit native, Thomas Fenton, and Rochester. I don't even know what it says. And next,
it's gonna get to you.
It's a tarantula. Also, we're gonna have a legless lizard. It's about to make a phone call on Evan's phone. Evan Dawson conquers his fear and does an interview with this when we come back. It's gonna fall off the desk! The question is, will Evan Dawson move fast away from the tarantula as he does our interview?
It's time for an intervention. Jarod and Lance knew that I've got some issues to deal with, and they're just going to make it happen head-on here. Lance from Wildlife Defenders and the great Jarod Miller, live in studio. I would shake all your hand. How's it going over there, guys?
We're a little busy at the moment. I haven't seen it. Just look at this. More of less of an interview and more of a therapy session to really realize that even these two animals here are spooky and scary, and hence it's Halloween. Yep. But really, these are probably one of the most harmless and actually one of the most beneficial animals we have on the planet. And we'll start out with the legless lizard.
It's not a snake, truly.
It's not a snake. You know, the two biggest phobias people have concerning animals is that obviously arachnophobia, and people are afraid of snakes. But the reason that this is such a cool animal, he's not a snake at all. Okay. He's a lizard, just like any other four-legged lizard, except it's missing legs, hence the name legless lizard. And I'm going to hold him just like this. And really, half of his body is tail, which gives him kind of that serpentine look to him. Now, I'll put it, if you want to touch his tail, Evan.
Sure.
There we go. See, that's stage one in learning how to deal with these guys.
It's the lizard that is really the issues, but Lance is hold on to. But this guy seems pretty cool.
Very cool. And you know, the only real difference between, apparently, between a legless lizard and a snake, if you look, he has eyelids. So, you know, snakes don't have eyelids, but
cool.
just like a lizard,
really
his tongue comes out. And again, half this guy is tail. I mean, it's really
and they have ears.
And they do have ears.
Yeah, you could see like the little ear holes, right?
Yeah,
ear
holes. You can see ear holes.
You can see the little ear holes. Native to where, by the way?
These are actually, this is one of the largest species called the Shuttleputnik, and they're found actually in Europe.
In Europe?
Yeah,
is that right?
Yeah, and we have skinks that actually live here in the United States, but more down south a little bit.
Really cool stuff. Cool. And Lance has...
What I have is a beautiful red-kneed tarantula. Yeah, now tarantulas are arachnids. You know, they're not insects, so they do have 8 legs. They also have 8 eyes. You know, and we were discussing earlier, they do have a venom, but, you know, it is not used aggressively. You know, as Jarod just said, you know, they are not a hostile animal. Really, their venom is used as a eating utensil. They use it to cook their food.
And honest question, what would it take to cause that thing to want to bite you?
It would take actually quite a bit. I mean, you notice Lance is handling this guy, and actually you could hurt a spider much more easily than it can hurt you in the case of a tarantula. I mean, tarantulas get a bad rap because they are big, they are hairy, but really, to think about it, the larger the spider, typically they're less dangerous. Some of the most dangerous spiders in the world are very small. Consider like a black widow, which is only about the size of your pinky nail, and that has an actual toxin that could kill a person. A reaction to a bite from a tarantula, if you were just a normal person, it would be very similar to a bee sting. However, if you did have, that reaction to a bee sting, you might want to get like an EpiPen or something, and you might have a similar reaction or an anaphylactic reaction with a tarantula bite.
Now, Jarod, I know you're such a great supporter of the program, of what they do.
Oh, absolutely.
What have you been up to, and why are you here with them today?
You know, I was in the area, and I always have to stop back. I mean, I've been coming here for well over 15 years, and you know, it's one of my favorite stops. And what I love about this is, you know, you guys are always willing to try something new, especially. And I love that, Evan. No problem with touching the snake, and to be this close to this spider after earlier today when you were outside the building when I first got here. This is a major step. But to answer your question, just been busy traveling the world. I'm still working on Animal Exploration, which is our syndicated series, which airs nationwide, teaching people and kids about animals, just like we're doing today.
I gotta say, we've seen so many over the years. I don't see anybody who does it better than you.
Awesome, thanks. Well, there's Lance, don't forget.
Thanks, Jarod.
Lance is outstanding. And hey, what's coming up for you guys? What do you guys been working on?
I tell you what, we've got big news. Actually, after we leave here today, we are heading out of state for the first time. The Defender team is going to Pittsburgh. Actually, yeah, we'll be doing an animal expo out there, a pet expo, and also we'll be working with Channel 2, CBS out there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, and where can people see you guys? Lance, remind our viewers if they haven't seen you guys and seen what you have to offer locally, how do they get in touch with you?
Absolutely. Check us out. You know, first of all, you could go to bridgesforbraininjury.com and check out our schedule there, but also for you social networkers, get onto Facebook and look us up there and make sure you like us, you know, and you can see all of our amazing education animals there.
Yeah, that's a great Facebook page too, and you can see and actually meet each one of these individual animals, which is really cool. But yeah, really fun stuff. So hopefully your comfort level seems to be increasing pretty well.
Yeah, what do you think, Evan?
I'm not kidding when I say this. You guys are the best at handling these animals. Lance is so good. I'm sitting here 4 feet from this guy. Not a big fan, but we're fine.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Thanks for coming in. BridgesForBrainInjury.com. Great to see Jarod and Lance. We're going to do 13Y Entertainment next. Are you not entertained, though? My goodness. What else would you like me to do? What are the 2 things on the front?